What's up, players? Today I'm going to show you how to layer a couple of cool guitar parts over a sick groove. Alright, so we're going to start real simple with the chords and then look at all these different ways that we could add to it and make it sound really dope, alright? So our chord progression is going to be C minor 7, B flat major 7, E flat major 7, D7, and then G minor 7. So all these chords right here are pretty standard. And we could start with a simple rhythm part like that, but we could juice up the chords just a little bit, right? And I could think about voice leading. So if I start with my C minor 7, I got that high note on the G. And I can do something like that. But then if I want to bring that high note up, I gotta find that B major 7 chord over there, B flat major 7 chord. So if we all know this one right here, that's a common shape. What I want to do is do this cool shape right here. I'm muting that A string. So now I'm bringing this high note up one note in the scale if we're in the key of G minor. But I don't want to do it like that. I'm just going to get those top 4 strings, make it a little bit easier. That's going to add a little bit to what we got going on here. We're going to add that tension, right, of this note going up. That G right there, and that A on top, and then from there we can go to our E flat major 7 chord, and that's got our B flat right there, and then we'll bring it down to our D7, that's A, and we'll bring it right back down to G. All right, so that's going to create this top note line that sounds kind of cool, and that just gives us a chance to make one chord a little bit juicier, that B flat major 7, as this instead. And if I add that right there, yeah, that would be our full chord, if I want to play it like that. And that's basically a B major 7 sus 6/9. Yeah, just a little bit juicier. Okay, so now if I got that, I could throw in some other things too to layer these guitar parts, right? So what I want to start to see is the chords in different parts of the neck and other ways that I could connect them just like I connected these ones. So if I find a C minor chord up in another position, I could think right here, here's my C. And let's try a little part where we'd use just 2 strings, the G and the B string. Right, so I'm coming out of this minor chord, this minor shape, and I go I just do something like that. And then when I'm thinking about voice leading and just adding different parts, I want to think about what's consistent. If I went from this and then went to this full chord, that'd be super weird, right? So I want to be consistent on the G and the B string. So I can go, okay, what's the next B flat major 7 chord I could use? I could go down here, I find this shape and go like this. But maybe I want to go up, so I could find my other B flat major 7 voicing, and maybe you don't know this. Right there, my root's right there. That's my B major 7, B flat major 7. So I can do this. So I'm going from C minor. I see my C minor shape. I go up to B flat major 7. I see my B flat major 7 shape. And then I can go up. Again, I want to keep that same movement. That makes it sound really nice, a consistent movement. I can find my E flat major 7 chord right there. And go like that. Just look at those 2. Bring it down to D7. Get those 2. And then right back up for my G minor up there. So it's like I'm going C minor, B flat major 7, E flat major 7, D7. Right there. Yeah. Okay, so that's cool. Now we got 2 different interesting little parts here. And now if I want to add on another thing, just keep it on adding on these layers, adding on these textures. I could think about a little wah-y funky part. And whenever we think about funk, we want to keep it simple. A simple, steady part that usually we want to hear it in pentatonic. So we're in the key of G minor. I could just go like... You know, something simple like that, man, but that just sets that tone, that like wah-y little tone. and get a little funky like that, okay? So now we got 3 parts, and then for the 4th part, we can add just a little bit more atmospheric part, a little bit more reverby type thing that we could expand upon these chords, right? So I could think about my C minor chord and kind of go into like this neo chord realm, right? So I can go. So I can play these different moves right here. And another thing I want to remember with my C minor chord, I could do this shape. And those are my neo chords right there. Always thinking about that top note, okay? So here are my top notes on the B string. And I'm going to go down the neo chords. Into my B flat major 7. Maybe just a little bit of movement like that. And then E flat major 7 chord. I'm just pulling a little bit of these notes out. Right there, like that. Now here for my D7 chord, what I could do is a diminished chord to substitute it a little bit. Now, the way that I would find that is my diminished chord always starts a half step up from the D note. Right, so my D's right here. I can find my diminished chord right here. And if I put a D in the bass, that makes a D7 flat 9. So that's why that works. It is a type of D chord with a D in the bass, but it creates this really dissonant chord. Of course, with diminished chords, I can move it down a minor third, so that's how I know that I could do it right there. And then bring it up. And I'm going to play this for my G minor chord. This is going to be a G minor 9. My root's right there. My root's not really in this chord. Yeah. I can do a little hammer on. Like that. Alright, so let's just look over that part again because there's a lot going on here. If I'm going a little fast for you, I have interactive tabs available for this lesson and previous lessons on patreon.com/nastysoul, along with a bunch of exclusive courses to help you get better at neo soul. All right, so now we have all these different chord voicings and ideas that we could layer on top of each other. And the last thing is maybe throw in a little solo, right? So between these chords, we're in the key of G minor and we resolve on that last chord, which is our key of G minor. So I could play it around here. I could find my G minor scale or G minor pentatonic. Right? And one thing that sounds really nice, we kind of created a melody with this first line. Right? So what I want to do is copy that line a little bit, play along with it, and then I can improvise around it. So I start like that. Those are the notes I'm playing. And then I can play a little cool lick. Play it around like that. Just all these cool G minor licks. And if you want even more really cool licks, again, check out my patreon.com website. A bunch of cool neo soul licks that you go along with and learn. Take it slow, add it to your repertoire. So we have all these ideas. Let's see what they sound like looping together, and let's see how sick we can make this groove.